Oh shit, we're on the simulcast.
Howdy.
Triple cast.
Triple cast.
Yeah. Been that way for a second. Legendary Neurotoxin stream, the DOP Crew stream with Ombois, and also my stream, Verde Manzana.
You want to see different viewpoints on the same Fantasy Grounds map. That's how you do it.
Different character sheets.
I was going to say, here you can see my character sheet, which is exclusive. It's an exclusive to my channel. You can't see my character sheet on other people's channels.
So we totally can.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wait, no, we can't. Never mind. I thought I could double-click your character and then look at your character sheet. Never mind. I was trying to look smart. And
trying to flex. Trying to flex.
Fool. That happens so often.
That was an interesting song, by the way, there, Watts. That Let's Go All the Way song.
ICP is very inclusive.
As I said, I was like, as I've heard a few songs by ICP. I've never been like a fan, but I've never been like a hater, But I've heard a lot of songs. Not a lot. I've heard a handful of songs by them, and some were like not very remarkable, and they were just kind of like, oh, I guess why you'd like that. I see why you'd like that. Whatevs, right? And then my daughter, Catafox, used to jam a song that was essentially about catfishing. Like it was a song by ICP about getting pedophiles to come to their house by pretending to be a victim, and then killing the pedophile.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. I'm okay. I'm not going to say that's, it's maybe you get arrested or whatever. It's a little hardcore, right? Whatever. But then this one, again, very inclusive. It's like, I don't care who you are, you're all these people. You get to, and this is a vibe I've gotten from the ICP, is that if you're willing to go be a juggalo and juggalo at their juggalo fair, you're cool. They don't give a fuck who you are. They got no racial thing or no, like, they're not about...
That's how old that song was, too, right?
Yeah. I'm not on the ICP train, but the more I hear about them, the more I understand that the reason people like them is because they're essentially a trailer carny party wherever they go. And they don't care who shows up.
My 8-ball says that you mayhaps become a juggalo.
Me?
Yeah, says perhaps.
I don't know if Ombois a juggalo. I mean, I might show up at a juggalo fest and be on the stage.
That's how it all starts.
Right? I guess that is. It's a slippery slope, right? It's only like 2 steps away from the face paint. You do it ironically the first time. Right? I'm going to show up on stage with the ICP, so I paint my face up, and then thereafter, maybe you're just on their label and you're painting your face your own. You got an egg somewhere in France.
So I did it again, and it says mayhaps. The first question was, will Omi become a juggalo? And it says perhaps, and then I said ICP Ombois face paint in near future, and it says mayhaps.
Hold up. Where are the juggalos from? And is there a bunch of like eggs in a basement somewhere in Georgia?
Eggs? Like
with the faces of the juggalo.
What?
Also, did Slipknot ever do eggs?
Eggs?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
One.
You know nothing of Commedia dell'arte? I know that Snipe Hunter does.
Oh, because they're clowns.
Bum, bum, bum.
Wow, I had to walk off the ledge to see that there was actually still a bridge there, but I get you now.
I'm like, I have Siren Show loaded. Yeah, you did it. Correct. Because they're fucking clowns. So their faces have to be preserved somewhere, right?
Yep. I get you now.
Okay.
Gosh, you guys. Making me spill the beans on the joke, just like...
it's a really deep joke.
Like I said, I had to step off the ledge.
Sorry, we're not used to flying around with you like that, sir.
Really? No, it's been years, Watts. It's been years.
Well, you didn't invite me to that show, so
The show... I've never been a clown. Wait, I mean, hold on. Let me walk that back a few steps.
I killed the gesture once or twice. I've been there.
Hi,
I played it with you.
Are you watching the Twitch stream?
Wait,
Right.
what?
Does that help? I'm not a gladiator.
That is a gladiatorial song with
That's
all
why I
intention
said,
of the artist.
why
We
I
respect
said.
their intentions.
Yeah.
Must we though?
I don't know.
No face paint, my friends. Send in the clowns.
Can you
Roger
imagine
the
that?
clowns.
Writing a
The
song
old
that's
laws.
meant to be, the harbinger of battle, the tune that Valkyries
Where is
play
the
to
old
their
wall?
greatest warriors, right before they slaughter, a lion for public enjoyment, and then the future just
Poor kitty.
The old
they just speed it up a little bit, and then
Okay, though, I have to say this. We are on a story, a tale of many things.
What is it that you
Storyteller.
usually say? Yeah,
Storyteller, tell me a story.
please do. With pipe in hand, I wait with anticipation.
All right, having received your prizes for your participation in the Racing Snails rally, sure, why not? The Racing Rally. You find yourselves now in hour 3 of the carnival. What shall you do? Also, you know that not this hour, but at the next hour, there will be a show at the Big Top.
Well, we definitely want to make it to the show at the Big Top, right, in the next hour. So do we want to check out this flower house here, or the house at the buckle, this little thing? And then maybe next time we can check out these 3 houses across from where currently Phelan is standing. And then we can go into the Hall of Illusions. And then that should eat up an hour so we can get to the Big Top.
Sure.
Yeah? Watson?
Sure.
Jory?
For sure, let's do it.
So where are we headed to?
So Phelan was walking in front of this this little gnome hat place in this flower shop. I was gonna check those out, and then we're going to check out the Hall of Illusions to eat up the hour before the show at the Big Top that we were then gonna get to.
Okay, so we're gonna finish the southern loop tonight of the pair, and then do the northern loop tomorrow night.
We could do it that way. We also have those 3 stalls that are across from us, and then there's a little booth that looks like what we might think is a Zoltar, but we might not have enough time to get to it after the Hall of Illusions. It's Zoltar.
We
Right?
don't ask it to be big, man.
Oh, absolutely not. I'm already big enough.
Are you talking about the glass case next to the Hall of Illusions?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it kind of does have a Zoltari look to it, though it looks like it's a woman inside.
We're really far away. It's
you can't. The reason you say it looks like a woman is because they have the stereotypical big pointed floppy browed witch's hat silhouette going on,
Yeah, we got a Ronnie vibe. I hear you.
So the booth in front of you is actually a concession stand. They sell tulips, except the tulips are made of spun sugar.
Nice.
Are they all pretty much the same, or are there different colors and flavors to them?
They all seem to be the same. The sort of titular pinkish red tulips that you see sprouting out of the roof.
Do fragile things hold up well in our box?
Yeah.
I was going to say, haven't you tried that already?
I think we have.
Yeah, we have.
All right. It's just I'm thinking that this right now is a little too much on YOLO's constitution, having already eaten a bunch of stuff already. But having one for the future would definitely be nice.
How much are they?
2 silver.
Yeah, I'll definitely minus that out of my inventory for one of those. Is there a green one?
They are green stemmed with a reddish pink tulip bud.
Oh, okay. So there aren't different color buds.
No.
Where do I put it in my inventory? I suppose. How do I add it? No, I'll just eat it.
Okay. Are you going to eat it right this second?
Yeah, I will purchase it and eat it. I will say thank you, and then I will lick it and devour it. I'm a bunny after all. Eating flowers is my game.
I think I'll probably eat mine too.
I'm allowed to put it in my inventory, right?
Yeah.
You absolutely are. Yes.
I've already subtracted my 2 silver.
Could each of you roll 1d4 for me?
Me as well?
Whoever ate one.
No,
Okay,
the ones that
thank
are, yeah. How do I do that in the chat here? Do I slash roll? Or is it bang roll? Nope, it's slash roll.
You just throw it into the chat.
It's slash roll. Oh, fucking. Yeah, I suppose. Slash roll works, by the way.
Oh yeah, I mean, of course it does. But yeah, if you're into the haptics, you know.
I forgot about the diegetics.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Quite literally
Diegetics by L. Bun Hubbard.
2s.
I know. We all get the same effect.
Anonymous.
Yeah. The fragrance that comes off of them is very floral. You can't actually say that it smells like tulips per se, but it definitely is like floral. But when you bite into it, the taste is pure watermelon.
Oh,
Nice.
that's delicious. Yeah, very good. Very good. I nod to the purveyor, the salesperson. That's great. That's
Yeah,
good.
any of the flowers look at all different to me since I have experience with confectionery cooking?
No, they all look the same. I mean, there are minor like differences in shape and profile, but your trained eye just tells you that's about execution of the technique. It's
I'm gonna
not about
buy and stash
composition.
another one.
Go for it.
I mean, you're cheap.
Oh,
What's
by the
this-
way, any of you that happen to have an expended level 1 spell slot gets it back.
Oh,
Neat.
Well done, guys.
well, I don't think
What's
I have spells, right?
what's this house place?
Me being a
Or not house place. Wow, that's very descriptive. What's this hat house place?
I have no spells.
Cat house place.
Hat.
Are you talking about this where I'm at now?
Hat. Like the gnome hat with the buckle.
place?
Gotcha. Yeah, that's actually just part of the same concession stand.
Okay. No. All right.
Shit.
Oh.
Yeah. Where's the map?
Carnival Unlabeled is the name.
Oh, you don't even have that up?
We've had it up on the Verde screen for a second.
Oops.
How did you move if you don't have a map up?
I didn't move.
Hey, my name is Watts. I support my friends.
Somebody moved him to the Hall of Illusions.
Yeah,
Again,
that's cool.
hello, my name is Watts. I do what I can to help support my friends.
Well, if that's part of the same place, we might be able to squeeze enough time before the Hall of Illusions to go and check out what's over here. So I'll go pull Jerry over.
I guess I'll go with you.
Yeah, we can check out a little bit more before we go in.
I just don't want to miss the
What are
big
these
part,
shops
though.
here,
I'm
sir?
excited.
Hold up. How do I turn that shit off?
Turn what shit off?
When I dragged, I did the measurement and not the movement.
Yeah,
Usually
that's
you
not
wanna
a
turn
thing
them off.
you turn off, sir. That's me saying no one gets to move unless I say so.
Ah, okay, Dungeon Master,
So
sir.
what
I
you do is
understand.
put a request to move in, and then I approve it.
That makes tons of sense. I love that. We're going to do that whenever I play Paranoia with you guys, if I ever do.
Right?
That's how we're going
Fantasy
to do
Grounds
that.
has Paranoia. I think you can do custom.
You can actually do custom shit, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically if you're going to play it custom, you're either going to do a ton of like literal programming work,
I will have to work, right?
or you're going to have some like pretty good data entry forms, and otherwise you're going to just use it like a generic virtual tabletop.
I was going to use it as a generic virtual tabletop, but I was going to fill in some other stuff. It really doesn't have a lot of its own mechanics. Like, movement is basic, you know. Its own mechanics are really based on shit like successes and failures, and everything is successes, failures. So
Yeah, I remember being able to play Paranoia back in the day at a table with literally nothing but paper, some dice.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, if you got it ready, papers and some dice. You don't even need that's Cladonia, different game, but yes. I can probably make a virtual tabletop version of
I'm
Claydonia.
actually very happy that like there is a game or something there. I was just trying to rhyme.
Oh no, Claydonia, dude.
Anyway,
You get one dish of Play-Doh and a D20. Let's go.
I see a what's it called here? It looks like two different games, like a little chess piece, and then the other one's something else.
Yeah. So there are two different carnival games here, as well as another concession stand that seems like it's selling wine? Question mark.
Oh, I'll drink
Some
a wine.
sort of berry drink that they sell in wine skins. In Boda bags. Is that what those are called?
Yeah.
Oh
That's
wow!
about-
So
yeah.
are we like buying the Boda bag as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. How much is it?
Nice.
Okay.
But yeah, so
Instantly attracted. Sorry.
there are two different games. One, even though it has what looks like a chess piece on the top, is in fact some kind of like contest of wits. It looks to be a guess the number game.
Oh. Not in-
Uh,
I'll try that.
And then the larger booth is a game called Catch the Dragon by the Tail.
Neat.
how you play.
I need wineskin before I play catch the.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna buy a
Yeah, let's
wineskin
do the
one way or the
wineskin.
other. But how do you do the what's the game of the dragon?
One thing at a time.
Okay, so wineskin.
Yeah.
How
What
much
are,
are they?
how's the make of the bag too?
Watertight, clearly.
It's
Of course, but
the skin of some animal with a cork stopper. That's all you could really say about it.
no pageantry to it though, like or colors or like.
No, in fact, to your eye, it looks pretty like mass-produced. You know?
Okay. Sort of like the little ones for like Boy Scouts.
Yeah, or like that you might buy at a Ren fair.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, absolutely.
Clearly, they're the ball sacks of the rendered animals at the
So
nearby.
no logos or information or anything.
Nope. The corks are bright orange. That's about it.
I kind of like that though. That means that you can customize it.
It's got a safety tip. That way you won't get shot. Anyway,
Yeah.
Right. Like a
Uh,
few in the woods.
Yep.
What-
It's 10 copper for a refill and 1 silver for the original.
wait, is
So I
it?
get that. I get what you're
Hey,
doing
wait
there.
a minute there.
All right, I'll buy the original one. One
Yep.
silver.
Oh, really? Like how much do they weigh?
It's
The
just like
wineskin?
it's just
Yeah,
like the
full.
drinks at
Full, maybe
Australia,
like
dude.
a pound.
Yeah, it's just like the
Ooh,
drinks
I
at
only-
Australia. You pay for the bottle.
No,
and then you
no.
get-
I only have
cheaper than-
one water skin though, so if I can get 2 for just 2 silver.
Here's a question. How many flavors do they have? Just one?
Yeah, just the one, and it is called Evening Berry Wine. They swear it is non-alcoholic.
Okay.
Wait, not alcoholic?
I'm gonna get 2 of them.
Yeah,
I mean,
me
I
too.
guess fill it up.
Okay, well,
I just got one.
Let me just
Thank you.
Got one.
I'm minus 2 silver pieces already.
I did also.
Could I smell some of the wine before I buy a bag?
Hey, do they have like tasting cups?
No, but if you asked, one of the goblins behind the counter will certainly uncork one and wave it under your nose for you.
It smelled like this.
It smells kind of like cherry syrup.
Manage of it.
Yep.
All right.
You'll love it. It's
Well-
Robo Fry.
I'll
I'm
take
gonna-
3 of those.
Stash both of mine for now.
3 of them.
You said you're gonna put those in our inventory?
Yeah, give me just a second.
Okay.
I gotta like repurpose an item.
I bought one myself.
I'm gonna wear them so that now I have like 3 water skins stacked, next to each other.
that
The
ain't
original
water.
one and then 2 of the juice ones. Like
Juice.
these are functional.
Juice is a funny word.
I don't know. The Japanese use juice to basically mean soda or any drink that isn't water or tea.
I've seen
Right.
Akira, dude.
Or coffee as well.
Starting with YOLO, how many did you buy?
I bought 2, and I minused from 35 silver to 33.
All right. Watts, you're next.
I'm going to get 3 of them. I've already removed 3 silver.
All right, Phalion.
Getting 2, and I've made my deduction already.
YOLO.
You already said me.
Sorry, Jory.
Oh, just 1. I already spent my silvers.
All right, there you go.
Actually, I'll put these in my
Yeah, if you take a sip, it is very much a like Manischewitz-y, light wine, I guess is the best way to put it.
Nice. And they swear it's non-alcoholic.
And they swear it's not out.
Yeah, it'll be great. Once I can find some bubbly water somewhere, I can mix the 2 and make a nice beverage.
It'll be like squash in England.
Keep
All right.
your secrets to yourself,
You said-
man. We don't want them selling it.
A battle of wits?
Yeah. Okay. So, is that where you guys want to start? You want to
That's
start
right.
with the guess the numbers?
That's where
Yeah.
I want to start for sure.
Okay. You step up to the booth, and a goblin sporting. You swear it's probably fake, but sporting a pair of bushy white eyebrows and a long white beard, cackles as you step up, and he says, "Birds of a feather? How about feathers of a bird? Step right up and guess how many feathers festoon this fiendish fowl." And he points behind him.
Wow, listen to that rap. That was not a freestyle.
Indeed. And he points behind him to the bird in the cage.
Holy shit, look at that fiendish fowl. How many fronds festoon that fiendish fowl? I've forgone a fucking conclusion.
Yeah, it's a cockatrice, like a literal actual cockatrice.
Don't look at it too close, it'll turn you into stone.
Now, do you understand the game?
It will turn you to stone. Don't look, I look away.
I see.
Oh no, look at the cockatrice. 'Cause it stones me with its bones.
This particular game costs a ticket punch, by the way.
All right.
I don't. Yeah, I don't have anything I would call reflective on me.
Oh, I just walked out. Fuck that shit. I want nothing to do with it. Suck my cockatrice.
Are they
but yeah.
beasts or monstrosities?
Cockatrice?
I don't know. Let me
I
look.
don't know. Yeah.
Um,
Cockatrice is the child born of a egg laid by a rooster on the top of the hen house that rolls to
They
the
are small monstrosities.
monstrosity. Yep. I would not be sad or
Surprised.
surprised. That's
Okay.
what
Surprise.
surprise.
is
Nobody
it only when you look at it in its eye?
old.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you look at the reflection?
Yes.
Is my crystal ball reflective?
Yeah, probably.
Not in a useful way. Like if
Oh,
you go
'cause
through
it'll
this
distort.
description, it's actually kind of explicit about that.
It'll
Okay.
distort,
No,
right?
yeah. Actually, I didn't realize it had a description. Where do I see that?
Did you delete the wrong crystal ball?
This one has 5 pounds in weight, so because it had more information, I assumed it was the.
Is it not identified yet? You may not. I didn't realize it didn't come through. Hold on. Did you put it in your item box? Where'd you put it?
Yeah, it's in my item box. It just says crystal ball.
Yeah, it's not identified yet.
Okay, no, it's okay. If he didn't tell me what it was, and
I can read you the description, though, because the description isn't the part that you would need identification for.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but since I'm holding it to try to see if it's reflective,
Yeah.
you said it's explicitly not.
Right. Yeah. So the
For sure,
description
right?
here is a perfect crystal ball. On a close look, it is flawless and nearly perfectly transparent, only visible in the way it warps the view of items behind it.
That means reflections aren't there. Yeah.
Right. However, when viewed from certain angles, you'd swear you see a large eye with a cross-shaped pupil staring back at you. But it's gone the moment you look closely.
Kinky.
Yeah, its
Interesting.
clearness means there's no reflection. It's if it's that clear, it doesn't reflect.
Right.
Hmm.
Huh. Well, while our smarter folk are looking at that, I'm just gonna look around at the fair with that. I guess
Yeah.
more than 10. Except I don't actually. That's my advice to Phalian.
Okay, can you roll perception? Okay. It's interesting the way it warps like the things that you look at. It doesn't like seem to do anything, you know, like they don't like appear otherworldly or anything weirdly magical or anything, but like there's almost a sort of like liquid feel to the way it warps what you look at. Like sometimes it squashes, sometimes it stretches, you know, tricks of the light, things like that. Sometimes it almost even seems to like slow the light down or maybe even like speed it up so that like what you see almost feels like it's lagging what you can see around the crystal ball sometimes, or other times maybe like it's so warped it almost seems like you're seeing it before it happened.
Fantastic.
Spooky.
Yeah, definitely more than 10, Phelan. Whoa. So many colors and lights likened to nothing I could ever imagine.
Hmm. I think I'm going to use the I think I'm going to drink that potion of advantage.
Okay.
What are you planning on using it for? Like, what do
Hey,
you need?
Watts, can you give me a little guidance?
What do you need advantage for?
I have a
Sure.
magnifying.
Give me some guidance, my friend.
Would that help, like, for you to not, like, look at the eye? You could use the magnifying glass to focus on other parts of the body? I don't know if you'd want to get too close to it, though. It might take off an ear or a nose, maybe a finger. Are we insured?
So guidance is 1d4 to a skill
Yeah.
check. Is that right? Okay. So I am going to, with the knowledge of what this creature is, because we know what they are, try to step around to an angle where it's not looking as much and use my scimitar, the shiny, you know, reflecty part of the blade, to help kind of get a glance at it, maybe even kind of hitting it up with something to polish it up, like a rough and fine cloth or something real quick. And using that along with my kind of knowledge of animals and ability to kind of, you know, suss out different sizes, shapes, proportions, and that sort of stuff, to try to, you know, really piece this together and get a good close estimate.
Okay. In that case, so the like base sort of check that you would make while playing this game is a pretty high level intelligence check. I'll just tell you it's a DC-18 check. Taking into account, you'll be rolling with advantage plus a D4. But also taking into account how you want to arrange yourself, I'm going to lower that to a 16. And then let's have your int check, sir.
All right. So then let me see. There's the advantage button. Click.
Oh,
Hmm.
What was the other roll?
one less.
Yo.
Very sad.
You want to add 4 to it? Well, that's not going to get you there. Nope.
Yeah, that's
Good roll on the 4 though.
A nice 4-on-4 there. Nat 4.
Yeah. So based on what you can see and sort of eyeball, you guess there's probably like maybe 110, 120 feathers. So you deliver your guess.
Now let me ask you
he-
this: that was an int check. Would nature, because that's an int skill, have potentially applied there?
Huh. I mean, I see the argument.
Because that would bring me to an even 16.
Yeah.
Lawyering. I mean, sure.
Yeah, no, I mean it makes sense though, right? Like on the other hand, a contrice, what the fuck, brain? A cockatrice isn't a naturally occurring beast in the usual sense, so I don't know that nature would apply.
Right.
What about arcane?
I was going to say, in
No,
fact, it might
arcane.
actually be arcana.
I would go with Arcana, but it's not nature. You're right.
Yeah, Arcana's only a +1 for me.
At least it's
Yeah.
once we get to-
Perception's a +6, but we're not doing Wiz. We're
Genuine-
doing int.
Right.
Which is
Quandary.
weird because it seems like a perception sort of thing if I'm trying to observe something, but if they say
not
it's
how
in,
it's-
then
Yeah, as I said, not how it's written. So.
Figure it's not observation; it's knowledge of the genus. Right. It's a such and such. So it has this many pin feathers.
Right. It's a gray cliff racing cockatrice. So clearly,
Indeed.
yeah. So as written, it's just a straight int check. So like they don't even want you to take into account any skills whatsoever.
Gotcha.
Which I think is kind of bullshit, personally. Give me just a second. I'm going to refill my cup.
Sure.
And then I'll be right back.
Set up a shot.
Cheers for libations.
Now,
Libations.
a shot of 7-Up or Manischewitz. No, not even that. Everyone, it's time for the toast in 16 minutes. 16? 18? 18. 18 minutes.
Well, it's a shame. You did guess more than 10, though.
It's 18.
They guessed my. They went with my advice.
Oh, the feathers. I walked out. I was like, cockatrice, I'm out.
Oh yeah, right.
I'm not looking at a stone creature to look and turn me to stone just to make. No, I'm not in.
I'm curious about something.
I'd rather try to catch a tiger.
Yeah, is
by the
it-
tail.
I'm curious. Is it like a denatured cockatrice? Have they taken out scooped out the glands that make you turn to stone or some shit? I don't know. I don't know how they can do that. I walked out because I was like, no, dude.
Didn't they insist that we were safe here, or something like that at the entrance?
Did they shuffle out a bunch of
the
like
ossifix is the name of that gland.
the ossifix there? They scoop the ossifix out, So it's like when somebody does a cobra dance and the cobra doesn't have any venom, that kind of thing.
On the cockatrice, would the red lenses that I have in my bag be enough of a break to where I could look at it and count the feathers?
Well, has anybody tried looking directly at the cockatrice? I guess that's the first question.
I left. In fact, right now I'm looking at the gift shop and seeing if I can find postcards with pictures of a cockatrice, so I can send people, pictures of the cockatrice.
Realistically, Jory and I were
cockatrice pics.
That's what cockatrice. Exactly. You got
See,
it.
I was
You went
trying
right
to
there. It's
avoid
almost
it.
like we
You
have been
went
friends
right
for a
there.
long
I was
time.
trying to direct away from it.
It's like you know me. It's like you know me.
By the way, tonight's libation, since I heard you all talking about it as I walked out, is like straight up D&D nerd fuel. It is Mountain fucking Dew.
Nice.
As it should be. I drank a black Mountain Dew just the other day. Like, black. Mountain Dew Black was what it was called. And it was...
Oh, you drank some pitch black?
Well, it's called Mountain Dew Black. Yeah, pitch black, I think. Whatever. It was very dark purple, but it was Mountain Dew-y.
Yeah, it had like it's Mountain Dew. To me, it tasted like it had grape and citrus.
I hate Mountain Dew. I actually dislike Mountain Dew. And it tasted okay, except that it had exactly the 1L flavor element that I dislike from Mountain Dew in it. So I'm pretty sure whatever the Pepsi people believe is core Mountain Dew is the flavor I just don't like of Mountain Dews.
It's like orange and lime or something like that.
I don't know. It's got this weird taste in the middle of my tongue. Like if you give me a drawing of the tongue, I could use a highlighter and show you where it shows up on my tongue and be like, this is the part I don't like. And they would be like, that's the Mountain Dew flavor.
No, sir.
Yeah.
Is it actually safe to look at the cockatrice?
Well, that's what I was asking. Has anybody tried yet?
You gonna look at my cock?
I'm asking the gentleman that asking to set my ticket.
Oh, he cackles at Phalian losing. And he says, close but no cigar. And then he turns to you and he says, and who exactly do you think that we are? And he looks straight at the cockatrice and kind of, follows it with his own head sort of bobbing side to side. And he says, safe as houses.
Okay. I just want to make sure because, well, I've had the misfortune of facing one of those in the wild, and, well, yeah.
It hurt me to stone. But I got better.
There's some great de-stoning potions that are out there.
Oh, here,
Just wanted to
why
make
don't
sure
you give it a
because-
shot?
De-stoning potions, man. Do you know how many teenage kids would love that shit if they just had a de-stoning potion? Hey, go after lunch, get real high, and then, oh shit, it's history. Fuck you guys, it's history. Oh, I got a de-stoning potion. It's cool.
History is the one class that it would actually be totally awesome.
Right.
You're just listening to this fucking story about a couple of badasses, maybe a war or two.
Right. Does anybody else want to play Guess the Feathers?
No,
Sure, I'll play Guess the
the building.
Feathers.
I'm not in the building.
No, you and I are in front of
Do
Catch
I
Attack.
do I only get one guess then?
Indeed.
All right.
Oh, wait, that's a lie. You get 3.
Oh,
I get 3 guesses.
so then knowing then that I can actually look at it,
Fuck this.
I will, I guess, int roll again.
Fuck this shit. I'm out.
I guess,
Right
Watts being there, we're just gonna kind of buddy guidance, and can we even use assist with each other?
Well, you have that potion of advantage.
How long
or
does
did
that
you already-
last?
Did you already use it?
Yeah, I just used it.
Hold on. Let me see if that has a duration. Actually,
I
sadly,
figured it
I don't
was
think it does.
Just the next action.
Potion of advantage. When you drink this potion, you gain advantage. Saving throw. 1 ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, well.
Okay, no biggie. Well, technically, this isn't a skill check, so I don't know that we can actually give each other the help action,
No.
because you have to be proficient, I believe, to do that.
Right. It's actually, I would bet
Proficiency.
why the rules have it as a straight check, in fact, to prevent that kind of stuff.
That would make sense. Well, all right. I guess if we're gonna do that, then we're gonna buddy guidance each other, and I'm gonna make 2 more int checks.
Right on.
I'll let you go first, sir. Since you already started.
That was almost really bad. Oh,
There. Hey, there we go.
Nice. Very nice.
All right. Yep. So got it in 3. Turns out to be 262. Who would have thought?
262 feathers, exactly. Interesting.
Well,
Now, hold on just a second.
so do you have another bird in the back, or now that he's guessed it, are you done for the day?
There are, in fact, several birds there in the back.
Oh. Can we buy one? I've always wanted a pet. A pet bird, I mean.
No, unfortunately not. Okay, Phaleon. He looks a little despondent when you get the number right, and he says, I'm gonna have to count the other one. But you've won, fair enough. Here you go, sir, and he hands you a tuning fork. That sounds the tone for the F key.
I really wish I could like be there and ask him if it's true. If fairies have to count, like salt or sugar if it's like spilt.
Oh, we're dealing with a goblin.
Yeah, he's like, they are fae, but he says, nah, that's not my thing. But if you really want to be mean, if you want to bully a fairy, seeds are the right one.
Seeds.
So here's my question. What
Dick.
is there anything special I should know about this tuning fork other than its particular tuning?
He shrugs and he says, well, it's well made. It's silver, but not any silver you'd find around here.
I see. I
Is
would
it silver
imagine
or
it's the
silver?
kind of silver that if I ring this tone in the presence of something that, say, doesn't like silver that much, they perhaps wouldn't like the sound of it.
Are thinking about the Fae. Okay, good.
Yeah, he nods. He says, there's some that would take unkindly to that noise. That's for sure.
Well, all right. Thank you very much. That's
Did you ring it near me?
if you were close enough to hear it.
Did anything bad happen when that happened?
Not that you could tell. I mean, other than it, it's a tuning fork. So if you have an issue with tuning fork tones,
No, I actually really like them. They're really harmonic.
Which F are we talking about? Are we talking about the one above 220A or 440A?
I'm not sure.
220 is the kind of bassy one. 440 is the one towards the middle.
Yeah, it's more towards the middle.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you're gonna have to close down to count the feathers, aren't you?
He looks back, and you realize if you could see in the corner there are like 3 more cages, and he says, "Well, first I even got to pick one around." Yeah, sorry, kids, game's over for now.
That's all right. Thank you very much.
I pick one at random. I mean, I'm gonna flip a coin.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm surprised you actually don't have it written, like mark cages 1, 2, 3, and 4. Count all of them and have them written down on a piece of paper in the back. You can go look at.
Can't do that because then other people can see the fucking notes,
Someone-
or then they'll know your
Like, you could like write it
location.
down and it'd be on the back wall, like the backpack wall, where he has to walk around and go around.
No,
where we
someone's
can't
gonna find
see the paper at all.
No,
That
someone
way
will
he
see
doesn't
it.
have to count the feathers.
What if some
He
fucking
laughs.
nerd
He
quit?
laughs when he says that. He says, "You'd think, but you'd be surprised at what people could see around here."
I can
Plus, the
imagine.
bird
This
molt.
place allows the
Bird
all-seeing
molt,
eye.
dude. They
I thought
pick
that
and
would be
pick.
what?
They could be 3. They molt. They could be 3 feathers out, 4 feathers out. In the span of a few hours.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Saying
What's the next game? The catch the tail or tiger by the tail. Or
Catch the dragon by the tail.
that's
It
right.
was a
That's
dragon. Sorry, I thought I misheard.
That's what I was about to say, yeah.
The entire time.
No, it's dragon.
I would imagine these things are going on simultaneously. So while we're over here doing that,
I went to go do the dragon tail thing.
so
Yeah.
Yeah.
scene
totally.
changed to them, or I guess camera switched to them.
And I
That's 7 minutes.
pushed Jory towards the front since I've already won something. He should get the first opportunity.
Well, I appreciate you.
All right, yeah. So the booth has a kind of interesting design. It's completely empty. You notice, a little wide and long. But there's like a split on the counter that faces out that has that typical sort of like fold up thing, so that people on the other side, on the front facing side, can walk into the booth.
Right.
And there's nothing in the booth, with the exception of an adorable orange-red fairy dragon.
I'm not shooting any heroin. What are you doing, dragon?
And the fairy dragon says, prizes, prizes, prizes. Catch me by the tail and win a prize from my horde.
Your horde? You're a sweet little dragon, aren't you? What color is the dragon? You said golden?
Orange, red. So like, not metallic, but it's a fairy dragon, so it's not, like evil.
This is gonna be a goddamn dex check, isn't it?
Here, that one, right there.
Oh, I see it. You're very cute. You're very adorable. How close? Where do we start? What are the rules of this game, dragon?
I am interested too, but my friend gets to play first.
All right, so the dragon sort of leaps into the air and flies around you and says, "It's pretty simple. If you can grab my tail, you'll win the prize. You'll get 3 chances, but you'll have no eyes." And you realize that what she's saying is that you'll walk into the booth, she'll put a blindfold on you, spin you around, and then you'll have 3 chances to try to grab her tail.
Right.
Will it hurt?
I am easily amused.
Not if you're nice.
Not if you're nice. I do get to add. Okay, I get to add proficiency bonus to my initiatives. My rabbit hop won't help. Neither will my shelter.
Given how while the booth is larger than most, it's not like a house or anything. Like, given how small the space is, you realize this isn't going to be a dexterity game. This is going to be a head game, right? You're going to have a strategy.
Interesting. So it's an int roll?
No, it's actually a perception roll.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, shit. Perception is not...
Wisdom.
Is it whiz?
Mm-hmm.
That sucks. That's my worst roll. Meow. Well, I do get a +2 on my whiz, actually, if it's a save. Only if it's
Nope,
a save.
it's perception.
Yep.
How do I roll perceptions? Whiz? Just straight
Perception's
whiz?
a skill.
Yeah, you go to
skills.
path and- yeah.
Oh, no. I get +2 perception. Okay, so I'm going to roll
because
perception right now? Or I'm going to go in there and I'm going to take a deep breath and we're going to go. I think I get 3 shots.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to do it, it's 1 ticket punch for 3 shots.
We're going to do it. Here's my
All right.
ticket. Punch it.
All right. Your ticket is punched. She magics the counter open, and she gestures for you to come inside. And she says, "Well, let's play the game."
Let's play the game, indeed.
Indeed.
You step.
Can I
into
watch?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
God damn it.
You step in.
I
You step
just-
into the.
Do
Yes.
you know, is there an undo or like a log somewhere?
Why?
Because I thought I was deleting the potion of advantage and I deleted something else that was below it and I don't know what that was.
Unfortunately, no. Can you control Z?
No.
Well then. Playful spirits have affected your inventory.
That's fine. I can just look at it on the stream.
Oh, shit, man.
Oh,
Dude.
well done. Well done. There is a stream. You can see what it
I'm
is.
laughing so
Thank
hard.
God.
Playful spirits.
So the playful spirits fucked with you, but
Oh.
because the players set up a divination tool, we're all good.
Right, exactly. I like it.
I'm
Yeah,
just
that is
so
one of the-
amused by the reference. I'm just so amused by the reference.
They don't have a fucking a log.
In my memory right now, there's this.
Yeah, no
There's
audit
this,
trail. There's a chat log that gets saved. So like
Yeah.
anything in the chat bar gets saved, but anything like that does not.
In my memory right now, there's an animatronic raven barking in my face
Right,
while
exactly.
you cackle next to me. for like 20 minutes.
Right, stuck backwards.
Backwards,
staring
right?
up the hill.
Leaning upwards, right? Yeah. Watching the raven. Playful spirits have stopped out. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna peek again at about like any second now. Literally any second now.
All right. Catch that dragon. Do it, Jory.
Yeah, so you stand in the center of the booth.
Doing it.
She sort of like spins a spiral around you.
Spins
that
the
sort of
spiral.
twists you around, and as she does, a blindfold magically appears over your head.
As it
You
will.
are
I'm a
brought
rabbit,
into
bitch.
Sight.
Mm.
Left to determine where the dragon is, with not
Perception?
your ability to perceive. Exactly.
Okay. Here we go. No. Didn't get it. Swoop. That was comic.
You gotta roll it in the chat rail, buddy, or nobody sees it.
Oh shit. Good. How about that? Oh, that was worse.
Yep, that one's not gonna make it.
Nope, didn't make it. A swoop. That was very comic how I swooped and nothing happened.
Oh, getting closer. That one you actually felt tail for a second there.
Oh, I felt some tail.
Ooh,
I know,
damn.
That's
Dirty.
A little dirty, exactly. I'm gonna resist the idea, and I'm just gonna roll my same dice again. Here we go. Fuck that. Nope, didn't get it.
Yep. You grab nothing, and when she giggles, you realize she's way on the other side of the booth from you. Yeah.
I was blind.
But as she does, the blindfold fades away, and you are left standing, and she says, that's okay. You did pretty good. And
Pretty
she ushers
good,
you out
you
of the
say.
booth.
Punch my ticket. It is my turn now.
She says, step right up.
How many more punches do all of us have? We should be even now.
Yeah, you should have access to the ticket, but let me pull it up.
I thought each punch was a different shape anyway, and so you... Or is it that there's more than 8 events?
Yeah, there are more than
Okay.
8 events.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Melter doesn't change a color.
Okay, 8
So
events,
you don't
and we've done like 3, right?
This is your third. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. You've already done what we needed, or we've done via this conversation.
They don't change color anymore.
No,
Yeah,
it
they
hasn't
do.
been
It's
over
under-
like
right. They
you actually have
do,
to manually change it.
but not from the burner. Exactly.
Right.
It's because they added dice shaders, so there's a whole new like dice section in your inventory, and this plugin hasn't been updated to take it.
Got it.
So same story as the first. Roll in perception.
Indeed. You might want to clear the channel, though, folks who are rolling massive amounts of dice for no reason.
He's trying to break down his dice and get the best roll.
I'm trying to get new dice.
I know, multiple times over and over and over again.
Yeah, if you want to
think
change
he's
the
sucking.
color, you have to use the dice button.
There's a dice button?
Yes, there is.
Bam!
Oh, got it in 1.
I know. Oh my god. Clearly
She
I have
chuckles
rough
and she
dice.
says, that's no fun. Well, on the other hand, I guess you've won.
What's the prize, dear fairy dragon?
She says, why, it is a piece of my hoard.
Do I get to look into your hoard and hand select the treasure?
She says, no, silly, it's for me to give out. And she
Of
hands
course.
you a wooden wand.
God, no, I am not paying $5 to have shiny prize.
Does this look small in my giant hand?
No, it is actually you-sized.
Wow.
But it is, your classic sort of like Harry Potter style wand.
Okay.
I'll drop it in your inventory for you. There you go.
It's the worst.
But the way things have been going, I'm going to be a Gandalf type barbarian. Staff, wand, and sword.
Oh, and while I have the item open, I'm going to add the charge information.
It was leather armor, by the way. I put it back in.
You guys.
Ah, cool.
Oh, great.
Oh, yeah, it's well past time. Holy crap.
It's fucking prestidigitation.
So there's a place on the internet that you can go, world watching people, and I just put that link to that place there in the chat channel. And as a benefit of being a person that is a patron of that site, you get recognized right about now on every Saturday of every week of every year, etc. And hey, that time is now. So hi, I'm Ombois, and I'd like to say thanks. You guys are dope. You let me make all sorts of cool shit. Hey, hold up. I'm going to show you some cool shit right here on camera. What's this? It's a whole brick of color your own cards. Look, that's the abandoned card. I also have the guide card right over there. And then I have other cards that you have made happen. But even more so, check it out. What's this? Oh, look. These dice here, they look like regular dice, except they have the septagram behind them. Look, there's different versions of them. These ones here, these motherfuckers glow in the dark. What? These are all things that you, as patrons of the arts, have allowed to be possible. And look, here's what those dice are called. And everyone who has given on the regs is going to get some of those dice and some of those cards. It's just a thing that happens. But the other thing that they get reliably every week is this moment right now where we raise a glass to them and say, y'all should be chuffed because you are patrons of the arts. So thank you.
From the bottom of our hearts.
Right?
Cheers.
Hey!
Cheers.
And be
Cheers.
Glory and good health.
This one's for you guys.
Cheers and good times.
We're kind of waiting for it, and then I'm sorry, I took the line, Snipe.
No, that's
Cheers,
fine.
guys.
That's fine. I'd let my dramatic pause linger. So
Okay.
Anyway.
There was some anxiety there. I needed to be filled.
This one right here. Well, this one right here. That glows in the dark, man.
nice.
Right?
That is pretty sweet.
What? And these are friendly scrying dice, and you can get them if you are a patron of the arts. So, like, all my patrons are going to get some. This one here, like all of the friendly scrying dice have one dark and one light die, so that you can use that to determine what your interpretations of the dice actually are. This one here, look what these black light colors. What's this? Black light colors. See that? What?
What with
the dice? What with the dice? So nice with dice. Anyway,
prestidigitation.
Nice.
That's what the wand does. I'm putting that in my freaking in between my belt, just so I can have that on quick draw.
Nice.
Prestidigitation is my favorite spell in D&D, at least most often used. Out of the small spells that you get to use all the time.
Right.
And I'm sure the dragon's like, what's a D&D?
D&D? Oh, it's a philosophy, a strategy on life. I really can't get into it. I mean, you got other people who probably want to play the game.
Why isn't the wand showing up? Interesting.
Is that booth shut down now?
It did show up in my inventory. I just put it in my leather belt.
Right, but it didn't add 8 charges of prestidigitation like it should.
Oh, is it under actions?
Yeah, well, that's what I was looking at.
It did
under actions on the wand.
Yeah, I see it right here on my wand. If I were to click, it would use up one of my actions, or I would have to keep track of it.
Right, but it has the pips to do so at least. But if you go look at your actions, the actions that you gain from your smoking jacket and the ring of spell storing are all visible if you expand to those categories. For some reason, the wand doesn't show up, even though it's set up the same way. It's weird. I wonder if it's not equipped, and that's why. Are those two equipped? I bet you that's what it is.
Yes, you're absolutely correct. Yes, those two are equipped, and the other one isn't because it's on my belt right now.
Makes sense. Okay, cool.
Holy shit!
Oh
My word!
shit!
This brings me back to one of my first characters made by Snipe Hunter. This DM right here. Gaseous form. That's cool.
Totally.
I mean, I'm gonna keep that tucked away.
All right. So what's your plan now?
Is that booth still open?
Oh yeah.
I think I'm gonna give it a shot then.
Step right up, sir.
All right. Hey, I'm not gonna say make it fair because of my height, but realistically, I'm gonna know when you're far away from me. Make it exciting, please.
Fair because of my height.
She giggles and she says, "Fun's what it's all about." She brings you into the center of the booth. Does the same sort of spin you around by flying around you in a spiral. You find yourself without sight. The game is afoot.
All right.
A tail, really. It's a tail.
It is a tail. That is fair.
The tail is afoot.
No, the game is a tail.
Oh yes, now I understand.
She doesn't use her feet.
The foot is not a tail.
It just entails no feet.
Damn, got it in one.
Wow, you guys are awesome.
You are all smart.
Oh yeah.
I'm terrible.
I have very, very good senses. That's why I was saying if you were just flying up at the top, I'd know. It would have just been very obvious to me. But you did a good job. That was I'm sure that was really hard to expect.
She says, "Well, for smart people, I suppose we'll have to award a smart prize then, won't we?" And she hands you a jar.
Oh.
Ooh, what did you get?
Different until your spell ends. Use an action to dismiss it.
It is a jar of paint, of face paint specifically.
Oh my god. Is this where fucking Ombois / Jory Juggalo is going to come into play?
So is it? It's a single use, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's really cool.
Face, man.
Oh,
Now I know what my next mid-journey prompt's gonna be.
I think I have
Rabbit Man Juggalo. ...
The horror.
Right? Oh my god, what's gonna come out?
I have a few good ideas of how I'm going to use this. It should be interesting.
Are you going to try, Watson?
I'm thinking about it. I was actually I like this fairy dragon. They're adorable. I have a question. You've been around the world some. Have you ever seen a friendly mimic?
Oh god.
Eunuch? Did you say eunuch?
Mimic.
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 She strikes a pose in midair, like a thinking pose with like one claw on the side of her snout. And she says, "I don't think I've ever seen a friendly mimic. I've seen some trained mimics, but that's not exactly the same
Ooh,
thing."
a trained mimic, even though, is some interesting. That's
Well,
interesting.
I know they're really smart, so it makes sense that they could be trained. I've always wanted to have one, you see. I think they're fascinating and wonderful things. I also feel bad for them, for they have a sad origin, as I understand it.
Yeah, she says.
Wizard did it.
A little bit in midair, and she says, "Sadly, they're not the only such creatures out there." Sad how irresponsible people can be.
Right?
And then she sort of
And it-
pirouettes and backflips in midair, and she says, "But not here at the carnival. Here at the carnival, everyone's fun and free."
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I am sure they are. I'd like to play around with you if possible.
Of course, she says, "Step right up, step right up."
Dirty.
Okay.
She's gonna punch your ticket.
There's
I
my
want to
ticket.
punch your ticket, Watts.
Kinky.
And she says, "All right, let's begin."
Okay.
And once again, she brings you into the booth, spins you around, you go blind, and the game begins.
Blinde.
And we have to do the perception thingy, correct?
Yes, sir. Oh man, the animation on my screen had that teetering on 20 for a while before it flips over.
Yeah.
Same. I feel robbed.
Yeah.
Somebody shook the table.
Meow.
Pretty much.
All right, you got two more
Somebody
changes.
shook the table.
That surface is not flat. Is there like some crumbs on there or something?
Yeah, let me wipe it
And
down.
you guys, keep your fucking chips in your lap.
Actually, I now have an elevated play set surface, so I have one area that we can throw dice and boards on, and our drinks and food are underneath it, so we don't have to worry about that
Nice.
for this
Yeah,
very
nice.
reason.
Yeah.
Well, that and freaking game boards are expensive to replace if you can replace them.
Right.
Anyways,
Right, absolutely.
okay, well, missed you that time.
You're a fucking nerd. Noted. We got checkbox. Got it.
You're my
Gold
friend.
star, my friend. Gold star. Don't worry.
Okay. Well,
We're kind of like a tribe, like a
Right.
well,
like a family,
that got
like a
worse.
Something like
like we
that.
might do communal face painting or something,
Right.
like to show our
Come on, Watts, you got
esprit de
this.
corps.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Yep, nope, that's a miss. Your hands grasp empty air.
I give up.
One more
No,
time.
you need to spray. Yeah.
Hey,
You
use
need-
the
There you
force.
go.
So close.
Damn.
Just
Shit.
couldn't close your tiny fist in time.
You need to spray some fucking sugar floss. Sugar floss.
Oh, actually, I have that.
Net.
I ate the sugar floss.
Like
Does
a
that
net.
not give advantage?
Sadly, no.
Well, not at this point. It's too late.
No, it
Anyways.
gave a spell back.
Oh, that's right. That's what that did. Well, thank you for the fun. Seems you were just a little too good for me. Here, have a good berry. We're all supposed to have fun here, right?
It's for kind.
Nice. Yeah, she catches it in midair and she says, "Well, thank you. And she takes a little nibble and she says, it's good."
Good. Magic berry.
Okay.
I'll see
Yep.
you, Watts. What's up?
Hall of Illusions.
All of illusions.
Yeah, where is that?
What's
up? All the illusions. Oh, look at that
What's
shit.
what?
What's up with the cart there to the right? Is that just like a pop a coin and get a fortune sort of thing?
Pop a coin.
Oh, well, do you want to go take a look at that first?
Yeah, I figure we check that out real quick. It should just be a little moment.
Yes, we got time.
Here? Is that where I'm
Hold on,
saying?
we can't. Yeah,
place?
exactly.
Yeah.
Or do you mean, you mean there? What is this? Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Zoltara, I wish for something.
Okay. Yeah. So in the box is a wooden mannequin of a grinning, raven-haired young woman in witch's attire, green flowing
Shit.
cape. At the top of the cabinet, a sign reads, "Tasha, the wizard known for her hideous laughter." As you walk up to the display, you see a halfling couple sort of holding hands in front of it. One of the halflings is wearing butterfly face paint, and he drops to one knee, turns to the other, and he pulls a small box from his pocket, revealing
no.
a ring. As he does, his sweetheart turns and just bursts into laughter and begins rolling on the ground.
Oh no.
The
Yeah.
halfling in the face paint begins sobbing and he darts into the nearby tent without getting his ticket punched. Just dashes into the Hall of Illusions.
Oh.
That's not going to end well for him.
Yeah, shit. That sounds terrible, in fact.
Well,
Wait, this happened in front of us?
Yes.
man, the actors go strong in this place. That's hilarious. All right. Yeah. All right, let's see what this is all about here.
Whoa. Well done. Are you sure that was an act?
Well, you know, if not, fella's gonna find out that he needs to go get the ticket punch.
Yeah.
I
I mean, for what it's worth, his sweetheart is still rolling on the floor laughing in front of you. Are you gonna step up and talk to her? Or?
yeah, I'm gonna say
I'm
you
gonna-
go.
I'm
You
gonna
show
try to
your
step
power.
over her if I can, or around.
Okay, can I have both of you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
Oh god. Oh, saves. No, not that one. Oh, well, I guess it's +1 too, so it doesn't matter now that I've flicked it. Boom. I got a 10.
Okay. Both of you are affected by Tasha's hideous laughter.
Nice.
And understood. I guess that's it.
This booth is fucking great. I wish I had one of these.
I am absolutely not participating in that. I'm gonna watch them do that and be like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna. I don't wish to be big anymore.
This is the closest I've been to being high since we got here.
Look at them! Look at them! I mean, it's funny to me. It's very funny to me.
Yeah. So for 1 minute, because you're not in combat and there's no one to break the concentration on the spell, you laugh uproariously and uncontrollably.
That's really.
That's
so
a good
it's
one.
that little booth does. Is that
Yeah.
what Tasha did?
Anyone who steps within 5 feet of the booth is get Tasha's hideous laughter cast up.
Oh man, that's great. I
Okay, you
wish
know
I
what?
could distill that into something usable. Because
I'm going to move closer to try to tap these two out of the laughter.
All right, please make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Skadoosh.
Yep, you make it, no problem. So you're just like,
Come
what the fuck, dude?
Really? What? Come
I'm sure I
on.
would detect the thing. I'm like, also, do I see anything on the actual container?
Just the little placard that says, it's not even little, but the title placard at the top that says, Tasha the wizard known for her hideous laughter.
You know, I like
I
your
mean,
spell
it's
book.
right there.
Found some of your other stuff. I love the spray. It's fantastic. Good work.
It's just a mannequin.
Good
Yeah,
use of the
well,
bot, by the way.
Only a model.
Let's get into the hall.
yeah,
You know.
it's a good idea.
Oh, also, I reach over and I help the halfling chick up.
Yeah. We got to get her into the Hall of Illusions.
Yeah. So she recovers from her fit of laughter and she says, "Oh no, what have I done? Oh, Reuben, what have I done?" And she looks at you and she says, "Did you see? Oh my God, did you see where he went?"
Inside the
Come
hall.
this way, I'll show you.
Okay. So the Hall of Illusions is a large tent painted with a mural of shifting images that show grinning fairies diving into pools of color. Helical stripes on the tent's pointed canopies rotate in spirals, and the whole display seems designed to befuddle onlookers. A clown dressed in muted garb stands at the tent's entrance, blinking at you.
Honk. I show him my ticket. Praise the honk mother.
In fact, I actually have an image of this dude, so
Honk, honk.
let me show you.
Oh, you don't have a nose. Dude.
Looks more like
one,
mine.
One of those kind of clown.
I actually do prefer the sad kind of clown. Is it a mime?
He's really not getting the
he
JoJo
hasn't-
pose going there. It's not.
He hasn't said a word.
I kind of like the JoJo pose.
Yeah, I don't think it's quite there though. It needs to be a little more dynamic.
like maybe like the left leg needs to kick up a little bit.
Yeah, like one of the legs, like one of the knees needs to be bent, and maybe a little different angle on one of the legs. Maybe the head could be twisted a little.
He is a sad clown, so the hands
work for sure.
Yeah,
the hands and the back work, but I think the leg needs a little action. Maybe the head could be at a bit of a different angle, but otherwise, yeah, Anyway,
do we get a flower too? I point at the roses in the basket. I am masculine enough to say that I love flowers. Roses happen to be one of my favorites.
Yeah. So, actually, roll insight. Yeah, roll insight for me really quick.
YOLO is not very insightful. Holy shit!
Lies.
Except for today.
Yeah.
It occurs to you that he is the most unhappiest attendant you have seen in the carnival so far.
The most unhappy.
Hangdog face. You point to the flowers and you ask for a flower, and he kind of just looks at them and kind of shrugs. Doesn't offer you one.
Are you upset because that dude just ran past?
He looks over to the entrance of the Hall of Mirrors, Hall of Illusions, and he kind of like, he shrugs, but then he does this sort of like complex thing with his hands that you realize is probably some kind of sign language, but
it's like thieves can't. Yeah,
never seen it before, so you have no idea what he's trying to tell you.
He's pointing to the ceiling and saying, "They're listening to us. I can't speak. They're listening."
Can we go through a montage of me asking some fairly simple questions so that I can see his hand movements and potentially make a roll to figure out this Rebus?
Rebus.
Rebus.
It would take too long.
Yeah.
It's complex enough that you realize it's akin to like learning a whole language. It's not a cant. It's not, it's not a small set of gestures.
Shit.
I guess I would offer the ticket.
The things I do for the people, I can't comprehend languages. Hi.
Wait. I have a helmet of comprehend language.
Oh shit! You gotta take off
your hand
hat,
language though.
Yeah.
You throw your helmet on.
Does it work for sight?
It does not.
For the duration, you understand literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear. You also understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface on which the words are written.
This is spoken language.
This is the hand language.
Yeah, it's gestural.
Yeah. So sadly, no, the language barrier still remains. He does take and punch your ticket, though.
Mine too, right?
Yeah, anybody who offers a ticket that has spaces for punch.
Let's go get the guy.
He shrugs. I gingerly take one flower and I try to set it behind his ear, or actually better yet on his little harness right there, and then I take another one for myself and put one on my harness because we're both wearing harnesses.
Right. Harness.
He's wearing harness because of the wings, me because I'm a barbarian man, but I'm also wearing the wings except on my pig. Actually, I'll put the rose on my pig. Yeah, if I get it.
Yeah, he doesn't stop you. He also kind of just I can't call the glance disapproving because there's not enough emotion in it, but you could read the room. He's kind of going, dude.
Really? Rose on your pig? What?
And then he gestures to the door and sort of sighs to himself.
I'm sorry, boss.
These modern kids, man. These modern, no respect for tradition. That's all I'm saying. No respect for tradition.
I walk in.
Yeah, as you're about to walk in, he touches you on the shoulder. And he looks at you, and he kind of widens his eyes. You can tell he's trying to communicate something and having difficulty. Finally, he stops, and he does a perfect mime of somebody unfurling a scroll and writing on it with a quill pen.
Oh, I have pen and paper.
Yeah.
I'll pull that out. I carry scribe tools with me at all times.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Well, in that case, if you do hand him the pen and paper, he will write on it one line where he says, "It's not your fault."
You're just too stupid.
I know,
No.
but we still care.
And then he writes, "I'm sorry. It's
I understand.
lost my voice."
Can we help you find it?
He nods. Actually, he nods and he says, "Stolen" is what he writes down on the paper.
Wow.
Oh, by whom?
He thinks for a second, and then he draws a little, like, it's pretty poorly drawn. He's obviously not an artist, but like a little cartoon raven dude.
Raven, dude.
Are they nearby?
He thinks about it for a second, and then he writes, "Maybe?" question mark.
Oh,
And then he writes, "Works here" underneath it and underlines it.
Did they do that to you to force you to work here?
He's Black Noir. Okay.
Or is this like a punishment?
No, he shakes his head and he scribbles furiously and he writes "crime of passion" on the paper.
Right.
I see.
is this friend of yours or not friend? Is this
actual bird or is this person
Kinku?
bird?
Is this bird a Kinku?
He nods if you say Kenku.
Person bird.
Okay.
Absolutely. I have made note in my mental journal to look out for a Kenku. What kind of voice? What three descriptors would you add to your voice so that we might hear it out?
He thinks about that, and you could tell he's like never really thought about how he would describe his own voice. But then he like brightens up for a second, and he writes down, "I can sing tenor!" exclamation point.
Yeah. Baby.
Okay, that's good to know. Is there anything descriptive about this Kinku? Is there anything that really sets him apart from all the others?
He thinks about it for a second, and then he draws a picture of a tea kettle blowing steam out its, spout.
Hot-headed.
He shakes his head and he writes underneath it name.
Its name is Tea Kettle.
Here,
he kind of nods and then he points at the steam, like he draws a little arrow at the steam.
Oh, is he hot-headed?
And
No.
then he says, and then he
sound.
writes on the paper kettle steam with a little musical note next to it.
Gotcha.
It's his name. It's his name. Kettle Steam is his name.
Nods.
No,
yeah.
it's the sound of the thing.
No, it's his name. His
It's
name is
an
Kettle Steam.
No, it's
Right.
it's
His
an
name
onomatopoeia.
isn't actually kettle steam. His name is the sound of a kettle blowing its
Right.
whistle.
His name is.
Right.
Anyway, but
It's an onomatopoeia.
we can call him Kettle Steam, and you know I know that.
Wow, that's grim shit.
Wow, oh, it really is. That was
I wonder
amazing.
if that's like a spoiler.
Whoa.
I know that because Kettle Steam the Kenku is one of the audio streams that I am literally running right now.
What?
That
Oh, God.
is part
Don't
of.
spoil anything for us.
That's all I'm
Yeah, right.
saying. Is motherfucker's name is Kettle Steam.
Interesting. I just think that maybe it's a good way to figure it out. But yeah, we'll be on the lookout for this.
Yeah, that's hella the meta. That's
Person.
the meta.
He bows, in gratitude when you say that. And then he looks at you, Watts, and he sort of like points at the pen and paper, and then on the paper he writes, "Can I keep this?"
Yeah.
Also,
I
make
don't see
sure
why
that you
not.
won't get in trouble with your work colleague. I know that this is a crime of passion, this circus, but also I won't do anything that will get you in trouble.
He nods, again, sort of like bowing effusively, and then points to the paper and he writes, "Thank you again," and then gestures to the Hall of Illusion. Having punched your tickets, now he feels obligated to make sure you enjoy yourself.
Oh, absolutely. Let's get in there. After taking the side quest.
Yeah, right.
What's the hall like?
One moment.
I will see your moment with a minute.
Okay. I just had to make a note that what's his name had your pen paper. Okay, well, as you step through the door, the opening.
Vomitorium.
Sure, fine, nice. Yeah, the vomitorium. Very nice. As you step through the vomitorium, you see, your classic hall of mirrors, right? Tall mirrors line the interior walls of the tent. They reflect onlookers, but instead of warping their shape, they seem to project images that are like you in your youth or your character in its youth. Like younger than you are now, things like that. And then as you make your way further down the hall, the images that you see begin to get, a little older and older and older.
Neat. Aging.
Nifty.
How about that? Yeah.
So wait, how is that working for me?
They're all blurry and faded in sepia tone, and it looks like, the photo was overdeveloped or something with like multiple pictures or something on the same
Actually,
piece.
would I see this character as a young one, or would I see us before we came over?
No, you see this character.
I get to age?
Do I see like his surroundings and his family and stuff, or just him?
Nope, just him.
All right. Nifty. Context.
That's nice. This is what it would be like if the undead aged.
Do the older characters
Or is it like a
have
series of
longer
like
sequence?
me rotting?
One at a time.
Or do the characters with a longer lifespan have a longer sequence? Or like different intervals?
Yeah, it's more like different intervals, like a longer time between frame and a time lapse.
Gotcha.
So like same length, different span, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, what you don't see, interestingly enough, is either Ruben or the halfling he proposed to. And the tent, it's weird because you walk straight in and you've walked further than the tent was deep on the outside, but you haven't found any turns. It doesn't seem to be a maze. It seems to be a literal hall.
Yes, it's a TARDIS.
Right.
Well, illusions be what illusions be.
Wait.
Have we seen
can
any
we
doors
walk
along
into
the
any
way?
of the mirrors?
Okay, to answer the first question, you have not seen any doors along the way. If you would like to look more closely, we're going to need to throw some dice. Now, what was the question about the mirrors?
Can we walk into them?
Do you try?
Can I pick a handsome age, or am I seeing the same thing, an age progression, even though that my condition isn't exactly...
Yeah. I mean, these images are very obviously not real, right?
Okay. Yeah. So I definitely do try, poke at the glass. some trippy shit happen?
Yeah, no, as far as you can tell, it's normal glass. Actually, that's not exactly true. Each mirror, despite, in situ seeming like it's probably, an eighth of an inch or a quarter inch thick, when you wrap on it, it feels like significantly thicker glass, like almost like the kind of glass you would find, or fiber or acrylic you would find at like an aquarium. You know what I mean? It's got a deep resonance, like it's thick.
Yeah.
Watts. So there are a couple of different things that happen as you begin to look closely. First and foremost, you notice that no matter which mirror you look into, you can only see yourself. You don't see anybody else.
What?
The other thing is, as you look closely at one of the mirrors, you realize that it's like what's the word I'm looking for? That there's like a corner that you didn't exactly see when you first walked by, and if you follow that corner with your eye, and you take a couple of steps, it widens as if there is another corridor going off at a 90-degree angle, but you can only see it from a certain angle.
Oh.
Guys,
and when you
I found a
discover
thing.
this, you actually hear sobbing coming from down the corridor.
Oh my god.
Tally ho!
Can we follow them for guidance, or does Watson suddenly
question.
disappear?
No, if you're looking at Watts as he walks into the new corridor, you will suddenly just see the corridor and be like, how the fuck did I miss that?
Okay,
Probably
cool.
go that way then.
Okay.
Good. So
You all walk a short distance down the corridor. Same deal with the mirrors. The images keep getting older the further you walk. But you come across the halfling that you now know is named Reuben. And Reuben is staring into a mirror and sobbing sort of quietly to himself. If you look into the mirror, there is a little girl in a pig mask instead of Reuben, and she seems to be whispering to him.
what? What are we rolling that? Is it perception?
Well, that depends on what you want to do next.
I don't know.
I'm just curious what's going on.
This pig is saying to
Normally
Reuben.
we don't see somebody else in the reflection, so that's kind of.
But I'm gonna put my hand on Reuben's shoulder and say, Reuben,
Nothing.
wake up, man.
Apparently, I get garbage
I'm
roll.
watching this and walking up.
Tonight is garbage
Hey,
roll.
Ruben. The girl sent me to find you. I can't remember her name. I'm sorry.
She was
She didn't give you
bewitched.
it, yeah. Okay, as soon as you put your hand on Reuben's shoulder and call his name, the two of you seem to almost break some kind of spell, and Reuben actually looks around kind of confused for a moment. The girl in the pig mask in the mirror looks directly at you, Watts, and then turns and disappears, and the mirror returns to projecting the images that you've seen everywhere else.
I put my thumb in between my middle finger and my fourth finger, and I said, hey, you best hope she didn't give you the evil eye.
All right, make the fig.
Reuben, the woman was bewitched. I'm pretty sure if you were to ask her one more time, you might get a different answer.
And the girl that looked square at me, when she looked at me, did I notice anything about her?
Not other than, well, actually, hold on. Let me see if I can, hold on. Let's see what I can do here. Sadly, no. Okay, well, I can't show you this cool image because she's not the only one in it, and it would be spoilerific. But you can tell from looking at her that she's probably a dark elf or some other dark-skinned demi-human. Long black hair, pink pig mask, wearing a typical peasant's dress with a blue apron. She's also holding a gigantic lollipop.
Okay.
Candidly, she
Terrifying.
looks like she comes straight out of some fucking horror manga.
Right. Terrifying.
I now want to see the image that she's a part of because that's going to be freaking cool.
Yeah, I'll share it when the time is right.
Stand tall. Even if she does reject you later on, you must not despair.
Yeah, so Ruben kind of like almost in a daze stands up as you drag him up and you know, kind of like half to himself says, "Bewitched?
Yeah.
No."
Didn't you realize you were at the Tasha's Hideous Laughter booth? That thing right behind you two was the culprit. It made me laugh.
Oh my God, he says.
Poor timing, man. It's all good. She ran in here too, looking for you. She's worried.
Oh
She
no,
was
he
absolutely
says,
aghast.
we have to find her.
Absolutely.
But first, you probably need to legitimately get your ticket punched.
He says, "There's no time for that," and he immediately stalks off back to the main corridor.
What did I get?
He didn't seem to be carrying anything other than the ring, which was still gripped tightly in his hand, so you weren't getting that.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Okay. Damn, no pocket change. He looked like he had something nice, too. Not even a handkerchief? What kind of gentleman is he?
Yeah, actually, completely destitute. Like, interestingly destitute. You know what I mean? Like
Like
He
he might
spent all
not
of his
have a
money on the
ticket.
ring, man. On.
like he might not have a ticket. Exactly.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Well, he doesn't have a ticket because he works here.
Interesting.
You'd think if he worked there, he knew what the booth did, though, right?
Well, why do you think he's now panicked?
Do we follow him?
Absolutely.
Let's follow him.
All right. So one thing you notice is that he seems to be able to navigate the hall with ease. Like either he already knows the sort of like look at things from a different angle trick, or it just the magic straight up doesn't work on him. But he goes down multiple side corridors while you're following him that you wouldn't have seen on your own. You don't think? And then finally, he does in fact find his. I guess we can call her a mate. And he says, "Ween! Oh, thank God." And he rushes up to her. And she rushes up to him and they hug
Stand
each other. And she says, "I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it." And he says, I know. It was magic. This silly festival. I'm so sorry I brought us here. I thought it would be romantic. I didn't think it was going to be absurd," he says. And she laughs. She laughs at that, you know, tears still in her eyes. She says, "It doesn't matter. What matters is the answer is yes. Of course, it's yes." And he kneels and then puts the ring on.
So sweet. Oh, so darling.
Well, congratulations, you two.
They hug. She wipes tears from her eyes and she says, thank you. I'm so glad you found it."
Absolutely.
For sure. Now,
100%.
I recommend you both go back to that booth and get a hearty laugh.
And you get it done real quick.
Just find a judge, you know.
Just get that shit handled.
Yeah, don't wait.
Don't wait.
There's got to be a notary
Don't
here
wait.
somewhere.
That's all I'm saying. Don't wait. Get it done right now.
I
Go
wonder
party tonight when
how-
you're done.
How we're gonna get out though?
Well,
Ruben kind of looks surprised at that, and he says, "I mean, you can see, right?" Like,
Yeah,
he
I'm
kind of like points
realizing-
around the corner, and he's like, "The exit's right over there."
Oh.
Our perception's not that good, bro.
You seem to know this one pretty well. So-
He kind of looks around and he says, "Well, there's a trick to it," and he points at the upper left corner of a particular mirror, and you realize now that he's pointing it out that there's like a little yellow dot.
Oh,
And he says, the corners with the dots lead to the exit.
Oh.
go.
50.
Are there any other?
Yeah.
No, go on.
What if I wanted to go deeper and see the other part of this place?
What? No. Let's go.
Well, he says if you don't take any side routes, I assume you can just walk to the end of the hall. I've never been that far, but
Go, Watts. We need to leave.
No, we don't need to leave. Let's finish the attraction.
What's down each of the different corridors that we've seen? Were they just different age pictures, or do they have other different variations?
he says, yeah, I've never seen anything in these images that wasn't just me at a different age.
Wow.
I've never taken it to its end though. Maybe there's a, like
Imagine that.
it can't end well if you go all the way, right?
Right. Right. Imagine seeing
What do you
myself
mean
at a
it
different
can't
age
end
as a rabbit,
well?
as myself.
We
Come
all
on,
know
you guys.
that.
I would be
Imagine,
okay with this. Though
imagine seeing us
when we
before
first
we ever
found you,
came
my
into
friend,
this world. What?
you were talking to someone.
What?
Do you remember that?
Creepy.
He looks at you
Creepy.
like totally confused, and he says, well, I was proposing to Ween, right?
No, you weren't.
What? What? Wasn't he?
What do you mean? He says.
In that scene, you were proposing to a girl. It looked like a young one of her.
Green. It was Reen, right?
No, it was absolutely not Ween.
Oh,
Like different skin color,
got it.
Yeah, he's totally confused. He has no idea what you're talking about. He says, you must have just not seen it, right? I said,
Oh,
how would you have seen it at all? Don't you just see yourself? He says.
Nope. I saw you talking to a young girl with a basket.
And a pig head.
oh. Whoa.
He
Wait,
says.
she had a pig head mask just like I do?
Yeah,
No.
not just like you do, but yes, she had a pig head mask.
Yeah.
Creepy, like skin pig, not like.
No. Carnival mask pig.
Oh, okay.
That said, she was creepy as fuck. Like, I said she was probably a dark elf or some other dark-skinned demi-human, but, I mean, she also could have been a really rotten corpse, I suppose.
Hmm.
So spooky. You're all spooky.
Go figure. Well, I mean, I want to see what's at the end of the hall as well. Let's go, Jory.
Well, I'll go with you if Jory doesn't, but I'd still.
No, I'm happy to. I'm happy to. I'm just saying.
He was proposing to Ween outside, though, right? Like, Ween is the girl.
Yeah.
Okay. He was just kneeling and muttering to himself in front of the girl with the basket and the pig mask.
Yeah, the impression he has, though, is that he was seeing himself proposing to Ween in that.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
Interesting.
Obviously in his mind, that was why he stopped there,
Neat.
Shit's spooky. Shit's fucking spooky.
Quiet.
Also, AI art's scary good, sir.
But no, I know what awaits at the end of the hall, just like we all do. Let's go check it out. Let's see what I'm like at illusionary, 100 or however.
Yeah, I'll walk down the way.
Obvi, I'll follow you. Obvi, I will go with you. Of course, I will.
I will be highly observant while we go, looking for other dots and things that stand out on all of them.
Yeah. Are there any other dots? Was the question I was going to ask before Watts said his name.
Because we found the lower right one. We found the upper
Right.
left one.
Right?
Stands to reason that there's going to be at least 2 more dots.
Maybe.
Yeah, actually, you don't see any other like systematically applied dots like that for the other two corners. You do find a single mirror towards the end of the hall when all the images of you are at your most decrepit. That has a black dot in the lower left corner, but it doesn't seem to be otherwise different from any other mirrors.
I
Follow
walk
the
up and
dot.
focus on the dot.
Yeah.
Do you want to give me? Let's go with insight? Question mark. I would accept Arcana too, if that's a actually.
Ow. I guess you got a deep moment right there. No, the insight. Go with the
Yeah.
insight.
It occurs to you, Watts, that this dot is different. So where the other ones are just like solid colors, like a dab of paint, basically. This one looks like either it's been like partially scraped off, or perhaps it wasn't ever solid and in fact was maybe some kind of pictogram. You don't recognize it, however. Verde, you don't recognize the dot as specifically special. However, you do realize that, like, if you just drew a couple of extra lines inside of it, it would almost form a kind of spell circle similar to, like, a teleport
Ooh.
address,
Yeah. Yeah.
That's creepy as fuck and also super leading.
Can I write that down?
Yeah,
I can do-
yeah, for sure.
So it says summon circle?
Stargate. It's a
More like
Stargate.
an address that you could teleport to if you were
Right.
capable of casting that spell.
Yeah, it's a Stargate.
Oh,
or a
I'm
Stargate address, not a Stargate.
I'm a
but an
wizard,
address.
Harry. Can I transcribe that?
You can write down the address, yeah, but you are not yet capable of casting the 7th level spell teleport.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Also, I cannot write it down. I do not have such a thing.
Right, and didn't you just give your pen and paper to the mime?
One pen and one paper. If you check my inventory, sir, I am... Well,
You're a scholar.
Totally.
Okay, so...
Right, well, it looks
can I
like
just
copy
it real quick, or do I need to do an actual skill check?
No, you can just sketch it down. That's fine.
Okay.
Neat. I wonder if somebody could, we could hire somebody to teleport us there too.
Interesting.
Yeah, or if you knew a wizard who knew that spell and could cast 7th level spells. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, we are in one of the popular towns, right? Perhaps maybe they weren't killed in the raid of the demon lord.
Yeah, totally.
What does
Ooh.
what's it like if
I
you
reach
touch
over
the
and
glass?
touch it with mending.
Okay, one
Hey, you're
at
gonna
a
mend
time.
it? Yeah.
If you touch the glass, Thalian, it is the same as any other mirror. So,
Okay.
if you knock on it, it seems like it's thicker than it should be.
Gotcha.
And then what you were gonna mend it, Watts?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you cast mending on the black dot, those lines that I mentioned that you could probably sketch in appear, and you realize there's an entirely different set of coordinates on the circle.
Ooh, write that down. Write that down. Magic.
Does anything else appear on the mirror now?
No.
Because mirrors are gateways typically.
Yeah, I mean you could try touching it
Superstitious.
too. I guess you haven't done it.
We are not on sigil. They're not gateways necessarily.
Yeah. So this mirror is still like hard. I give it a good tap.
Yeah, seems to be. Hey, Phalian,
Yep.
throw me perception, please.
Sure.
Tap 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 on the glass. Meanwhile,
Right?
Okay. It almost felt like somebody walked past you and bumped into you, but there's nobody in the hall.
Oh shit. It's like that.
Interesting. Felt like someone just bumped into me.
Roll insight for me.
you've got your pockets picked. You got your pockets picked.
No, it's ghosts.
You don't
Fucking
know about
ghosts. No,
it.
it's ghosts. It's ghosts.
Ghosts in the Hall of Illusions.
Ghosts. You know it's ghosts.
I mean, you've already seen some creepy horror shit, so sure.
Ghosts.
In the Hall of Illusions.
You're a
Yeah,
Hall
I
of
mean,
Illusions.
If you're talking about what's on the tin, it's probably not a ghost. It's probably a phantasm or a specter of some sort, right?
Yeah, maybe a djinn.
Maybe. Maybe it's nothing.
Yeah, exactly. It's an illusion.
Maybe it's just an illusion.
It's like the hall cast prestidigitation every once in a while.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna kind of run my.
Gonna do a
Actually-
PKW.
I'm gonna try like running my hands across it and the areas kind of around it with my eyes open, with my eyes closed, trying to back into it as if like you can't see the door, but you have to just feel your way through.
Gotcha. Yeah, none of that seems to work.
I don't
Yeah.
seem to be able to QA my way through the door here.
Yeah.
Yep. Have you tried jumping at it repeatedly?
Well,
Actually, I do a system
Hold
query.
down, jump.
Where is this destination from this address?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay, hold on. Give me a second to formulate the reply.
To formulate an answer. Yeah.
What's going on, Watts? What did you... What?
System where does teleport to?
I know. Stop
Yeah,
yelling.
the answer, you actually do get an answer back. And it is one word, and it says, tither.
Tither. Love it.
Like
there an
hither
arrow?
and tither?
Oh, yes,
Tither.
of course.
Yeah.
Tither.
Did you type that? Because I'm not hearing it right.
Thither. Tither. That won't help you. Sorry.
Hither and tither.
Yep. Hither is nearby. Tither is over there. Fact,
And
by the way.
tither.
I wonder if
Y'all don't
Hither is the
understand how that
name of
works?
the.
Hither. Tither.
Oh,
Hither.
I know this one well.
Tither.
I'm a man of a religion. I know of one that requires I take out 5 silver pieces and I present them to the glass.
Hither.
Oh, interesting. Sadly, no. Nothing happened.
Okay. Interesting.
For the other colors, you said there were other dots? There was a yellow one, and not the other corresponding, or 2 other corresponding corners, right?
What?
Oh, yeah, actually, you only knew of the yellow one. There's just the yellows and the black.
What
Okay.
do I see in the black dot mirror if I look at it through another mirror?
Oh, like Hall of Infinity or whatever style.
Either that or just trying to like get it at a different angle.
Yeah, so if you look through, actually, I guess I didn't think about mentioning this, but if you look into a particular mirror, you don't see any of the other mirrors. Like, they don't reflect each other.
Do I see
you.
anything else where the mirror is?
No. In fact, when you look in the mirrors, everything that you see in them has a basically like indistinct gray background, as if the character sprite was called out of the image and just shown against a blank background or something, right? Like
I see.
As fuck.
Yeah, super neat. Tether.
Tither.
Is there a mirror that's directly facing it? Like somewhere down the hall a little, perhaps?
yeah, like the mirrors line each side of the hall, so they're always opposing another mirror.
I would check out the other mirror and see if it has anything kind of interesting or accessible. Kind of give it the same sort of like check over for
Gotcha.
access.
No, it does not, to answer your question.
Okay. Well, there might be something about this one. I don't know what it is.
Well, let's.
Have we
Go
tried
on.
just touching the dot itself, the little address?
Give it a good thumbing and say "tither"
Yeah,
or
touch
"hither."
it, touch it, and say "tither."
Yeah.
It
What?
does not seem to work.
Tither. If only it was that simple, you know. Just say a magic word. Activate it.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it might even be that simple, but it's not tither.
Is there any way we can figure out the magic word just by looking at it?
I'm sorry.
I mean, assuming there is a magic word, it's certainly not written on the mirror.
Absolutely not.
Shit, dude, those are the best. I'm gonna jam one of these.
I'm gonna try to think about how someone would activate something like this, short of having the teleport spell. Like there's another way to activate it.
Arcana, I guess?
All right. I am going to use my Wisdom of Sages then. I don't know where to mark off that I've used it.
Yeah, we'll just have to keep track of that, I guess. That's once a long rest, right? Yeah, once a long rest.
Yeah.
And you're just gonna auto succeed, basically?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Yeah, so using your Wisdom of the Sage's ability,
I have
the
a great
answer
pick.
comes back to you that without the unlock word, the portal will not open from this side.
Huh.
I see. So there's an unlock word
Okay.
that corresponds to tither. That's not hither.
Right.
Did
That
he say
sucks.
that it
It's
corresponds?
hither, hither, tither, whither, whither.
May I use my
Quill-
researcher background to attempt to learn or recall a piece of lore?
No, that's not how researcher works.
Oh no, I have to like be in a library or something.
Yeah, so like what
Okay.
researcher does is it allows you to look things up or
Yeah.
to know where you need to go to look them up if it's not available.
Yeah.
Is
in this
there any
particular
way
case-
religion would know anything?
No.
Yeah.
In this particular case, given what you've seen about the festival, though, your researcher skills tell you that you would want to go research fairy shit.
Yeah, right. Good point.
Damn.
That said, it is 2:00 in the morning for me, gentlemen.
Yeah, this is a good time to wrap up.
I say a series of magical words before I give up and then just like leave.
Excabibble!
Kibibble.
Like Gandalf in front of the door.
Totally. Yeah, sadly, none of them seem to work.
They do sound really, authentic though.
Yep, I was gonna say genuine magic words, just not the right ones.
Right. Just not. Yeah.
All right.
Let's make a deal.
those are the most magical words.
Open sesame.
I mean,
Open, damn it.
God, open damn
Mellock.
it, motherfucker.
Ding, ding, ding. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, that was the word. That was the one.
Yeah, it's not Garfnage either.
Oh,
No.
Garbage is something else entirely.
Garfnage is a cantrip.
Yeah.
It is indeed. It's a cantrip.
Sometimes it backfires too.
It does.
It's kind of the opposite of your wisdom of the sage.
Really is.
Wow.
All right, well, thanks for playing tonight, gentlemen.
Thank you for
Appreciate it.
DMing.
Thanks for joining, everybody.
thanks for
Thanks for
becoming
watching
a
you
master.
and watching.
Cheers,
Definitely.
glory, and good health.
Love you. Mean it.
Have a good night, everyone.
Here we go. Didn't I have a
Good
way?
night.